A warm welcome to all of you and a heartfelt namaste. I, Anuradha Sharda, would like to thank all of you for watching the videos, writing in your comments, and your suggestions. We have had in the past talked about the nakshatras in Ramayana, where we have discussed about Ramji and Lakshmanji, his follower, his a person who would always follow Ramji around. Today, we are going to take the other two brothers, Bharatji and Shatrugnaji. Ramji was said to be born under the Punarvasu nakshatra, Lakshmanji under Ashlesh nakshatra. His twin, Shatrugnaji, is also said to be born in Ashlesh nakshatra. And the intermediate between these two, or rather between Ramji and the twins, is Bharatji, who was born in Pushya nakshatra. So let's go ahead and discuss about Bharatji first. Bharatji was said to have been born under a sterling nakshatra, the Pushya nakshatra. The Pushya nakshatra is ruled by Guru Brahaspati, and it is said to be one of the wisest nakshatras, where one has a lot of punya, that is merit, and one also has a great capability of administration. One has the right focus of what wants in life and has the ability to go ahead and get it done. So all these things, all these qualities can be very well seen in Bharatji. When we talk about Bharatji at this level, Bharatji could have easily taken over the throne that was given to him. In fact, when we look back, we know that Kekai had made sure that his son would inherit the throne. But Bharatji, being very judicious, knowing what was correct, went ahead and made sure that the throne was reserved for Ramchandraji. He took up the administration of the throne with his brother's consent. Again, so we see a quality of this nakshatra here. They are kingmakers, they're not the kings. And they don't want to be the kings. They're very strong administrators, and all his life that Bharatji was the administrator of this state of Ayodhya. He had made sure the people were happy and the entire area was safe and secure. As an administrator, he had a lot of treaties, lots of bondings, which we all will be able to find in Valmiki Ramayana, wherein it says that he made treaties and bonds with the fellow uh, kingdoms nearby, such that strengthening his entire kingdom. So we see how the Niti Shastra, that is the Shastra of politics, can be well explained in the character of Bharatji. Again, this is a Devgana Nakshatra, and Devgan, or the qualities of Devgan, is a lot of love and affection for one and all, unconditional love and doing for others without expecting anything in return, and having soft qualities, sterling qualities, which reflect very much in the character of Bharatji. Bharatji, as I mentioned again, could have taken up the throne, could have gone ahead, but he had an unconditional love for his brother and love for the people of Ayodhya, wherein he makes sure that the throne is waiting for the rightful owner to come back. So the sterling qualities work. Again, it's a swift nakshatra. So we see that happening in the character of Bharatji, where he does not miss or does not wait for time to pass, where he would go and search for his brother. As soon as he heard the news that his brother was not in had to go, or because on the behest of his mother, had to leave the kingdom and had to go into the forest, as soon as he heard that, he went in search of his brother to get him back. These qualities reflect so much in Bharatji's life. Again, dedication towards others can be seen, that he dedicated his life for Ayodhya without having anything in return, and more so towards Ramchandraji, the love and affection. So we know that Guru Brahaspati is very much dedicated to the upliftment of the Devatas, and it can be reflected in the character of Bharatji. Again, there is the one weak point or the weakest link of this nakshatra is because of work, because of dedication towards one's work. One can have issues with their spouse and could have a little differences or rather separation from their spouse. And Bharatji had, because he chose to stay out of Ayodhya uh, for 14 years till Ramchandraji did not return back to the city. He lived alone outside of Ayodhya, whereas his wife, Devi Mandvi, lived in Ayodhya with rest of his sisters, mothers-in-law, and Shatrughnji. Now we talk about Shatrughnji. Not a lot of information is available about Shatrughnji, but whatever that we have matches very well with the nakshatra of Ashlesha. The very name Shatrughna means one who has the ability to kill the enemies. And when you match it with the Ashlesha nakshatra, the Shakti of the Ashlesha nakshatra or the deity of the Ashlesha nakshatra, where Nagas or the Shakti of this nakshatra, which Ashleshna Shakti gives the power to the person to be able to kill or to destroy the enemy, it works beautifully with the name and with the character. Shatrughna ji was one of those people who knew how to very well get rid of the enemy without much pomp and show. And the asuras, deadly asuras were creating problems in the kingdom, they were dealt off with ease by Shatrughna ji. One thing we need to understand is that this nakshatra shows a lot of dedication or shows prarabdha towards mothers. How can we associate it with this nakshatra? In this point here, I would also like to take up the case of Lakshmanji. When in the forest, Lakshmanji always worshipped Sitaji as his mother. Coming back to Shatrughnji, Lakshmanji and Ramji were in the forest. Bharatji had taken um, the sannyas of not entering Ayodhya till Ramji was back again. So it was Shatrughnji who was handling all the ladies of the royal family, the three mothers, Kaushalya, Sumitra, and Kekai, his his brothers' wives, that is Urmila ji and Manvi ji, and his own wife. So the entire ladies, if the elders were all in his, he had to look after all of them. This we see that the mothers play an important role for Ashlesha Nakshatra. And here we know that the snakes, who are the deities of this nakshatras, they do not allow anything to be passed to the undeserving, especially in case of wealth of any kind. They make it very sure that only the rightful owner and the deserving get the wealth. When Shatrugna ji was handed over the treasury of Ayodhya, and the time when he gave the responsibility of the treasury, or rather handed back the responsibility of the treasury to Ramchandra ji, he had brought about an increase, tenfold increase in the treasury. And it's not something that I've made up. You can always check the authentic sources of Valmiki Ramayana. And Shatrugna ji worked very quietly. For 14 years, he made sure that the boundaries of the country, the boundaries of the state were so safe and secure that nobody could raise a head, nobody could raise an evil eye against the state or its people. Because this is again the stare of the snake paralyzes others. Finally, when, as I have mentioned it on one of my community posts in the YouTube channel also, these people have the ability, the willingness to work for their family unconditionally at the cost of the self. For 14 years, he worked for his family, he worked for Ayodhya silently, um, and very quietly, making it one of the strongest states uh, in the entire uh, country as such. And when after that, when Ramchandraji returns with his own victory, it adds on the glory to the state. So we would also be going ahead with our second set of nakshatras in Hindi from Magha to Jeshta. And for all who are interested, you can write to us or you can directly book your seats in the classroom through our websites. Till we meet you again, stay safe, be happy.